Okay, it's October 17th, 2010, 11:22 a.m. This is the area that John and Dean came down to wood knock, and they were seeing some shadows in there, feeling some powerful infrasound. It almost sounded like a bass from a speaker on a very low volume, just coming from the direction of the noise. My battery's getting really low. It's been very, very cold, and both my batteries are extremely low. I might be running out of time here in a minute. But anyway, when they came down here in the pitch dark, they didn't use any lights. They walked down here slow to do some wood knocking in this area, and they heard rustling, some powerful rustling. And John estimates he heard something out there go from point A to point B, roughly 75 yards, in about a minute. His best guess, and judging distance, something was out here. They didn't have any walkie-talkies or any cameras or anything to record with those. An impromptu, right before they hit the sack, come down here and pound on some wood, and they had some serious activity. Risky was up by camp, not really knowing what was going on, and he was looking down with his IR monocular, and says he saw a subject that first he thought it was Dean, and he saw it moving really quick. He says it looked about 6 foot tall, but it's hard to judge distance and height from where he was with that IR, and then he realized soon after it wasn't Dean. It must have been something that was out here stalking him, and the infrasound was so bad that Dean experienced some severe nausea and lightheadedness, and he went down. John was here with him. John started getting pins on the back of his neck, just pins and needles around the back of his neck like something was going on. When he got back to camp, he had some short-term memory loss, and it wasn't until later that night and sometime this morning he's actually remembered everything that happened down here. Pretty weird. The guys down here, they were in the pitch dark, and they actually only saw shadows and heard movement. Risky saw the activity with his IR monocular, his night vision, and he wasn't aware really what was going on when he was watching until the guys got back to camp. They started comparing notes. We're looking at the area we think the animal might have been crouched down. There's Kyle, Bigfoot researcher Junior, coming down camp. He made a fire this morning with flint and steel, and he's coming down he spent the night with us last night. So battery's about to die. Just showing the area where the activity happened, and we also found an area which I get some stills of where the grass is laid down, where we think whatever it was over in this area. And the matted down grass. Say hi, Rusty.
Hi.
Matted down grass.
If you go on the other side, you can see where it looked like his legs were.
Where it might have been ducked down behind this hill here. Okay, I'll be back in a minute to change out batteries. Okay, back again. It's 11:26. There's the stick formations I made yesterday as a kind of a way of antagonizing and marking our territory, and then just seeing what would happen. I do not know if that was related, but this little gully here, John pointed out how the grass is flattened down into here where something may have been squatted down. Hard to say. Looks like some of these ferns have been smashed down. This would have been an ideal spot to watch over in the area where those guys were wood knocking and experiencing the infrasound. And like I said, Risky was up by camp, watching with his IR monocular, his night vision, not really knowing what they're experiencing down here because there was no communication. Like I said, it was an impromptu, let's go pound on some trees before we go to bed thing about midnight, and it just hit the fan. It really just hit the fan with these two guys. So, and myself and Kyle were inside the van, warming up, getting ready to start snoozing, and we heard about it all after it all went down. Lessons learned, there's quite a few. Bring the proper equipment even for impromptu wood knocking. away from camp, because you never know when something's going to happen. This is the area Risky had his sighting last year during the salmon run. So we think it's active. All right, battery's about to die.